description of this noble purpose for which we have gathered today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and to all of you who are distinguished personalities here on today. I am James Dixon, humbled to serve as the president of the Houston branch of the NAACP. We're honored to have distinguished persons here from our executive committee and our executive director as well. I would ask that they stand at this time along with our national board member, Mr. Leonard James. I want to recognize all the NAACP officers who are here. And we will hear from some former president of the Eastern Chapter of the NAACP, Congressman, the Honorable Congressman Al Green. Thank you so very much. And of course, to our honorable dignitary, very much, Dr. Matthew, for all that you do with the Buffalo Soldiers Museum. It is my pleasure to represent the NAACP Cinema today, to thank all of us for coming together and to discuss an issue that deserves great attention, not only in our city, but in the United States of America. In 1917, the issue of the Crisis magazine, writer named Martha Gruning wrote a detailed analysis of the investigation of the Camp Logan incident, already underway in the NAACP, by the NAACP. This Camp Logan incident, the riot, one of the earliest cases of injustice investigated and fought for by our organization. It still remains important to us today in 2021. We're here because we're on a quest to attain justice for the 24th Infantry Regiment. That organization of men, that organized group of men who died with shameful reputations at the hands of those who had the power of the government, the courts, and the power of the media. Today we're here posthumously to do our part to make sure that history is made right. I thought about this, Professor Korn. How many more stories are there that we don't even know of? Right. How many more men and women died under titles and labels and sentences that were unfounded, unjust, untrue, and yet those graves are marked with shameless reputations. And so today the work that we're doing, in my opinion, represents not only those of the 24th Regiment, but many more who fell victims to systems that were not just, that were unfair. And just listening to your description, 63 clients, one lawyer, a civilian representing people in cases as serious as this, and rather than having the reputation as patriots, they were given the reputation of criminal insurrectionists. Today in 2021, it is necessary for us to have this conversation, and I want to commend the Armed Services Veterans Committee of the Houston NAACP for the stellar work that has been done mainly under the leadership of Clyde Lemon. I want to ask him to stand. Where's Mr. Clyde Lemon? In his usual manner, he's hiding himself. But Clyde Lemon has done work. There he is. Come on, Clyde, give him a hand, please. Under his leadership, the Houston NAACP began this work, and it's been an extraordinary amount of time since 2017. That's hardly a week that goes by that Clyde doesn't mention something about Camp Logan. We appreciate your diligence, your discipline, and your determination. I think about Camp Logan and these soldiers often. In fact, in my own personal reflections, my church was founded in 1873 by the late Reverend Jack Yates. Organized on Buffalo Bayou, State and Hemphill Street. I am standing on the shoulders of Reverend Jack Yates. Our church was at State and Hemphill Street, moved to Fagan Street because of racial oppression, 5 minutes from Memorial Park. I grew up in the shadows of the memories of Camp Logan. I would hear the elders talk about it as a child, not fully comprehending the magnitude of the disaster and the riots. Did not know that one day I'd be the pastor of that church at 18 years old. My first summer job was at Memorial Park. I worked as a lifeguard at the swimming pool. I would hear about Memorial Park was not for us because the Camp Logan shadow hung over the park. Today, people jog through Memorial Park not knowing that they're jogging in a park where the history, untold history of Camp Logan took place. Our work today is so important. And so as I conclude my remarks, I want to say that the Houston NAACP is committed to seeing this process through to its completion. Yes, we want pardon, we want full clemency, but we also want to educate students across the breadth and width of this city, this nation, because we don't want to repeat these kinds of tragedies again. President Abraham Lincoln said, the probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a just cause. Each of us has an opportunity to participate in writing history so that the reputations of these soldiers, patriots, even posthumously, will serve to inspire us to make sure that we protect the freedoms and the dignity of all humankind, and to elevate the fact that blacks have been fighting for America even when America did not appreciate the fight. May God bless you. Thank you, South Texas School of Law, College of Law. The stellar job that you're doing and have done represents what we can do when we work together as opposed to working against one another. Thank you for your leadership. God bless.